time had passed as Harvey watched the horrible ritual take place. Monsters had entered his world from this strange gateway that had been created by the cultists and their chanting. Picking the right moment, Harvey gathered his courage and quickly stepped from the shadows and leapt into the tear in the fabric of reality, the doorway to another world. Where would it take him? He didn't know. Harvey ended up in a horrible place, the abyss. In the darkness between worlds, between dimensions, it was there that my quest nearly ended. Horrid things of nightmare clutched at me, unseen, since they, thankfully, shied away from my lantern. So, Harvey has jumped into the abyss, hoping to find out where these horrible creatures were coming from, and perhaps seal this door. Would he even be caught inside? He didn't know. But he needed to stop the flow of evil into his world, at whatever cost. If we look at this adventure, there's great peril here. A lot of danger facing Harvey Walters, including terrible things. But if his knowledge is strong, if he knows enough of what to do, perhaps he can seal this doorway. Okay. This looks like a dangerous one, so why don't we use the information from the Book of Nameless Cults. Perhaps it can give Harvey a lead on how best to fight his way through the abyss. That's going to give us the red die. We'll pick up the other dice and let's do our best. Okay, pulling these together. We don't need investigation for this one. We need peril and lore and even terror. We don't have lore, so we can't tackle this one. Let's take out the first one. It's a peril and a terror, and we've got that. That is solved. Now we need 2 lore and a peril. Peril. A terror. Well, let's see. We can change one terror result into a lore. So let's do that. And we have these 3 that we don't need. Let's spend our last clue token to re-roll those 3 dice. We need a lore. And we've got it right there. Peril, or lore, peril. Looks like Harvey has pulled it off. Our last clue token is used. This artifact here, or a unique item, has been used. So during his adventure in the abyss, Harvey was chased by horrible things. Unfortunately, he dropped the Book of Nameless Cults as he fled for his life. But he had found the means to close the doorway. But could he escape in time? He just made it through the gate, and the doorway to the abyss shut behind him. No more monsters, no more evil would enter his world through that passageway. Alright, we've got an elder sign as one of the rewards. That gives us 6. But due to the time he spent, that gives Yig more time to prepare to enter his world. So we have to put a doom token on the doom track. Let's pan up that way and see where we are there. That's going to be a 3rd doom token. And that means that another monster needs to be drawn. So let's see what we've got now. Not sure what this is. A maniac, okay. Well, let's see. This is the card that we just resolved. We've got a space for a monster here. So let's put it there. Alright. Next is a spell. During his adventures in the abyss, Harvey discovered a new spell. Shriveling. Interesting. Sounds pretty similar to Wither there. And a, what is it? Unique item. A Flute of the Outer Gods. Discard after rolling to defeat one monster. Okay. So in the abyss, he came across an interesting artifact called the Flute of the Outer Gods. And that will do it. Another 2 trophies for Harvey. Harvey was unsure how long he had been in the other world. Looking at his pocket watch, many hours had passed. It was now 9 p.m.